Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back.
Great day to be a day, Gus.
Great little floater there, and that will win the game.
Quickly up the court, pass it over to Ferguson.
They're on a heater right now. I think they're feeling the crowd.
Goes up to number 2. What a hit.
Wow, look at those skills.
Emily,
Oh,
wow.
in goal. Look at that.
Oh!
Beautiful behind the back. Oh my gosh.
You are watching EHS Live, home of the high school. Go Maroon.
He finds it on field. It's John Rogers. It's a touchdown. I don't believe it. You kidding me?
Welcome back to the Humble Bowl at Episcopal High School. We've got a JV football contest today. Your Episcopal High School Maroon are playing the St. Stephen St. Agnes Saints. I'm Duke Shackelford. I'll be your play-by-play announcer today, and I'm joined here by Charles Fisher, my analyst. And Charles, what are the keys of the game today for the Maroon?
Man, big game. I believe this is the first home game for this JV squad, and they're looking good. They're looking fired up. They got a pretty early dismissal from class today, 3 o'clock for a 4:30 game. So they've had plenty of time to tune up and get ready, and they've been out here since 3:15, just getting ready.
I love it.
We're looking good, looking ready to play. As long as we can field this kick and make something out of it, we should be good.
Kick is going. It's caught by Adam Bell. Bell, a swing player from varsity. He will return it to the 40 before being pushed out of bounds.
And I think these long returns are going to be a staple of today's game.
Oh yeah, it's we'll see how the squad does with open field tackling. That's been known to be troublesome in the past for some of the JV teams.
We should see a pretty big ground game today. This team is filled with a lot of freshmen, and our quarterback, number 22, Grant Lawton, he's a quarterback who can throw, but at the same time, they much prefer him just to control the game and move this ball on the ground. They're going to use weapons like number 3, Roberto Bloodworth, and I believe number 8, Cooper Presson.
I didn't know Cooper swung.
I didn't know he played running back. I've seen him mostly on
There we go.
as a linebacker on.
About 2 or 3 yards there before being tackled.
Big tackle there for number 23 on St. Stephen's.
Gain of 2 there. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Maroon. New coaching staff here as head coach Pierce Brennan remains, but assistant coach Maurice Plains has been replaced by Stephen Keith, I believe is his name.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll see how that affects the game plan.
And Coach Mo has moved up to varsity, moved on to some bigger, better things. Coach Brennan staying loyal to his JV squad.
Screen pass there, goes incomplete. It's called incomplete, but it looked like that may have been a lateral pass there. It didn't look like he got upfield at all, but
yeah.
Luckily for Roberto, the ref blew the whistle there.
One of my favorite things about watching these JV football games is watching every single play. Quarterback having to run back to the coach to get the play call.
Yeah, it's
These squads are kind of just thrown together a lot of the times, and a lot of swing players and maybe a core of 15 guys. As the snap goes over Grant Lawton's head, recovered by Roberto Bloodworth.
Unfortunate there. Looks like Episcopal will bring out the punt team as it's 4th and about 20, maybe a little bit more.
To be quite honest, I'm not so sure that we even have a punt team, so
We'll see what happens.
we're going to have to make something. We're going to have to make something work here.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to go for it, so.
How about that? No, I do believe they've got a punter there.
Yeah, that is number 24, Pierce Berashini. It's a pretty good punt from
Kick
him. So he
lands
can get
at the
some good spin.
55 or the 45 and bounces to the 35. It's recovered
kick.
by Jaco Castle, or downed by Jaco Castle. My apologies. And the Saints will get their first chance on offense here.
Typically, the weakest part of these JV squads are the offensive and defensive lines, but to be quite honest, we have a pretty good group of guys out there. Kavika Young, the biggest one out there, and they're saving him for varsity for the next 3 years or so. We have some other guys, Jay Sigler, James Ragsdale, Kerry Musi Berhe, number 55, Liam Brown, out there. Some pretty big kids.
Yeah. Got 5 men on the line here. Oh, snap goes over the quarterback's head. It's recovered by the running back, and he will go down.
Good job from the running back, number 4, Gavin Pendleton, to just kind of get down on that one and sit it down. Hopefully we can see a little bit of a smoother game today. See some big plays. Get
Tackle
something
there was
going.
made by, I believe, Brady Hopkins.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Some of these guys swinging down from varsity played pretty extensively in our varsity contest on Saturday, so very quick turnaround for some of these kids, and they're going to be gassed, but that's where we need them. We need them to make an impact.
Pass completed number 10 there for St. Stephen's. That is Landon Scott.
And good wrap-up tackle there from number 24, Pierce Berashini. His first completed pass of the game for either team. Stopped at a 2-yard gain. Duke, I think just the magnitude you played out on this field.
Oh, yeah.
On JV squads. I think
Yeah.
the magnitude for these freshmen is just feeling like they're playing in a stadium.
Man, playing in the bowl is just something else. Bounce.
Nice roll from the ball.
It will be downed at the Episcopal 45.
So 2 3-and-outs. Hopefully, I think the Maroons should work on this run game, bounce it to the outside, and make something happen.
Yeah, and just keeping track of the fundamentals for both of these teams is going to be really
Yeah.
important. I mean, we saw fumbled snaps send both teams back well over 10 yards, and that really made the difference for St. Stephen's as they were able to have a 10-yard completion 2 plays later, but it wasn't any help for them.
I think the big thing about JV is just keeping the ball in your hands. You limit fumbles, you should be good. Cooper Preston
Handoff
with his
here to
run
Cooper
here.
Preston. He puts his head down and gets about 3 or 4 yards. It's hard to tell.
Preston's a strong kid. I think he powers his way for a 5.
Yeah, got 4 of them after contact, too.
Yeah. Curious to see how soon we're going to see the famed Episcopal JV jet sweep. I think it could be coming fairly soon here.
Got Birdo playing just off the line. Good call out as the QB nearly messes up that play. Flag is down in the backfield. Roberto picks up a couple of yards, but I expect to see a holding call here. Perhaps something relating to the way he was tackled. It looked like they might have gotten around his helmet. But Roberto really made something out of nothing there.
Yeah. They're going to call the flag on the offense.
Didn't see what he said.
And
Guess
Coach
it had to
Brennan
be
is-
holding.
Yeah. Coach Brennan pretty frustrated with his quarterback, Grant Law, and a little bit of mixed communication there. And second down. Looking like 2nd and 15. But definitely not too much to worry about here. You can get positive yardage out of scenarios like these. Well on your way to playing a good game.
Uh-oh. Birdo in trouble here. Breaks one tackle. Gets upfield. And he will be Play will be blown dead based on forward progress. St. Stephen's man the ball, but
They're not even. It looked like on that tackle, number 8, Daniel Sasiri wasn't even looking to tackle him. He just went for the ball.
I mean, you know, it's a
Interesting
valid
strategy.
strategy. This is the kind of things you see in JV games such as this. But
And I think if Berto had more open field and tried to tackle him like that, it's a quick kid, strong kid, so see him get upfield.
I'm not sure how they're doing the clock here, as the clock is not running.
Yeah.
Sorry, so we will not be able to give time updates. Flag down to the backfield here. Grant Lawton takes it on his own.
Absorbs contacting. He's going to talk to the defense, and he gets his team fired up.
Yeah, number 25 on St. Stephen's, that is Luca Leonardo, sophomore. Gets up in Grant Lawton's face, and the ref won't have any of it as he throws a flag.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just something you can't do. I get that he took a hit there, and, you know, he might be a little angry, but he's about to get chewed out by his coach, and quite frankly, you know, he deserves it.
Yeah,
It's completely a wrong decision there, and something you can't do. He's going to get probably 15 yards here, maybe an automatic first down. I'm not 100% sure. If they get 15 yards, it'll be a first down.
Grant's on my floor, good kid, and I'm sure he'll be very happy about that play. Very happy about his performance today.
Yeah.
As Pistol should come out of here with a win.
Moving up.
Noble Kelly proudly moving the chains.
I believe that'll be Episcopal's first down of the day, or first down of the game so far.
I feel like every broadcast I've done this year, Noble Kelly has been a staple on the equipment room staff, whether that be with volleyball, flag, soccer, handing out balls or whatever. He's always there doing something, making himself useful.
It's 1st and 10 here for Episcopal on the 39 of St. Stephen's. 25 still has yet to return to the game. And, you know, can't say I blame them.
Where is? Oh, there he is. Number 25 on the bench looking like his head's ringing. His head's pounding. Moving side to side. And we see another handoff to Preston, and he just dives into contact.
Play's blown dead. Ref will signal a false start on the defense. Or it looks like he, I didn't know defense get false starts, to be honest. Maybe they call us offsides.
Let's see what this ref
Seems to
gonna
be a
call.
miscommunication between the referees. They moved the ball back 5 yards. But
Let's see what we can get here.
as they will move the huddle back to the original spot. No flag on the play.
Ball will be spotted just at the 41-yard line, and still a first down.
Oh, you're right. That is the 41. It's the 39 earlier. Still first down. I don't know why that is, but there you go. Hand off to Preston. He will get some room and stay up through a tackle.
Good gain of 5 for him.
Yeah, picked up about 2, 3 of them after contact.
To his credit, Grant Lawton has done a great job of staying down and taking care of the football here,
Yeah.
controlling the game. They're not asking too much out of his arm, but as the quarterback, especially on this JV squad with the multitude of O-linemen and receivers and running backs, you just kind of want to control the game and stay poised, and he's done a good job back there so far. Quarterback
Design
run here.
Yeah, to Grant Lawton. He takes some contact, but hold on to the ball. And gain of maybe 1. It's hard to tell.
Grant's going straight in for the contact. I love to see it from him.
Yeah.
At some point, though, you have to be
Little
pretty
worried.
cautious and
Yeah.
making sure your head's okay. And
Referee telling him to tuck his back plate. It's unfortunate. You know, you see Roberto rocking the 1 untucked shoulder pad. Is that on purpose?
I have no idea.
Handoff here to Cooper Preston. Preston will stay up. Good balance by Preston. And he will likely pick up a first.
Easily.
Easily pick up a first, yeah. Gain of nearly 10 there for Preston. So far, he's been their most consistent option as he has yet to lose yards on the play, averaging about 5 yards a play.
Here comes number 26, James Bouchard, and number Grant Long comes back on.
What's Bouchard play? Do you know? Is he a receiver?
Not even. I would guess some sort of tight end or
running back, linebacker, according to his profile. And, yeah, he is in
back
the
at
backfield.
linebacker, so.
Is it linebacker?
Yeah. Or running back.
Handoff goes over to Berto. Berto will pick up some good yards before being tackled. Flag is down. Could not tell you what it is.
One thing about Berto, just as an athlete, he does a great job of just feasting on inferior competition, whether that be in basketball, football. I don't even know what he did in the spring, track, but he loves to be that center of attention, that center guy, whatever team he's on, and he does a great job of it. I'm sure we'll see a lot out of him today. Played a big role in this team last year. I think that was his first year playing football, and now he's gotten good time on varsity and can become the mainstay of this JV squad this year.
Episcopal with 1st and 10 from the 24 here. Their first chance in the red zone here for any team. And
Bouchard back at running back once again.
We'll go out to block. It's a screen pass to Adam Bell. Bell will pick up a couple of yards before being tackled out of bounds.
Slammed down by number 31 on St. Stephen's. And St. Stephen's, I think they're going to need to become a little bit more conservative with their tackling style. I've seen a lot of just wraps and slams. That's not going to last the whole game. Eventually, Episcopal is going to learn how to break those, and it's going to be tough to defend.
The boys varsity soccer team has shown up to show their support for, nearly fumbled by Bouchard. It looked like it might have been. Episcopal will recover it, it seems.
Believe so.
Yeah, they will. That's just unfortunate there. Miscommunication between the Lawton and Bouchard there.
Yeah.
And,
Lawton's got to stick it to his chest.
Yeah.
Keep it in there. It looked like he kind of just dropped that one off for Bouchard to catch. Keep on moving.
Cooper Preston will come back in. Seems like a pretty safe option. He's been consistently good so far on the carries that he's had. And I expect they will go back to him, although muff snap. Lawton tries to make something out of it, but his knee touched the ground as he recovered it. And it will be 4th and possibly 11 here. About 10 and a half, maybe. Oh, 3rd. Never mind. They ran a play back. Either that or Noble Kelly is messing up the.
Very standing up.
3rd and 10. I don't know how they gained it.
And now they
there.
call it 4th.
Is it? Oh, it's back to 4th. It's very confusing. Bouchard there was on his tiptoes, and it looked like or that might be Cooper Preston. I'm not sure.
I believe it's
The running back moved for the snap, and that will be a false start. Move back 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 15 here. Difficult down. We'll see if they try to throw. Although I doubt that they will.
I believe a timeout has been called, likely by Coach Brennan. But I think if you're St. Stephen's, you just want to make sure on this down you can stop the Maroon. And we do not have an option to kick. So we're going to have to rely on the ground game.
Yeah, we'll see if Brennan draws something up here.
Looks like the quarters have switched. So that explains the timeout. So we're going to move into the second quarter here. Still no clock running, so no time updates for the time being. Curious to see what type of play the Maroon will run here.
4th and 15 now. They've got 4 receivers out wide. And
This play is likely to be some sort of sweep.
oh, snap goes well over Lawton's head, and Episcopal will lose 15 yards on that play and give St. Stephen's opportunity with the ball at their own 45. You know, barring a turnover there, I don't think that play could have gone much worse.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate for the guys, but, you know. Score still 0-0.
Roberto Bloodworth takes his teammate Kibry off to the sideline, and he's going to hold him accountable. That's 2 or 3 missteps now from Kibry, and can't lose the easy stuff. I think that's probably in nice terms what Berto's going to tell him.
5 down linemen here. Oh,
Nice.
nearly get the sack there as the pitch is completed to number 7 on St. Stephen's. That is Anthony Youngblood. He's actually an 8th grader. How about that?
Yeah.
And he's listed at QB, but
He's not been playing quarterback, so. That was a nice look at the quarterback there from a nice run at the quarterback there from James Ragsdale. Nice wrap-up tackle. That's what he does best.
Yeah, he's a fundamental baller.
Yeah.
Something you like to see.
I'm sure we'll see more moves from him out on the edge.
Screen pass here for St. Stephen's. No one's on the man. Looked like good blocking there, and
Hopkins just going to fall on him.
yeah, Hopkins came from
Nowhere.
nearly the other side of the box. I mean, there was just solid blocking there from St. Stephen's, and the Episcopal safeties are going to have to get there next time. They got to be ready for that. I mean, despite you know, wanting to defend the pass, you got to expect that St. Stephen's is taking safe options right now. I doubt any quarterback in this this game is really going to be able to
make a difference.
consistent downfield passes. Handoff here to number 7. Tackle missed, and he gets through contact for possibly another St. Stephen's first down, maybe a gain of about 8 or 9.
I think they're going to call it short, call it a second. Second and way short. 2nd and 5.
Wow. Oh, looked like he got a lot more than that.
From the other side of the field, yeah, it did look like he got a lot of forward progress there, but short run there from Youngblood. See what St. Stephen's can do here.
Drops back to pass. Throws it deep. And it's caught.
And Adam Bell just gets burnt in coverage there by Nathan Skirba. That was good quarterback pressure from Ragsdale, but nice ball out of number 2, Ethan Thompson.
Yeah, you know, it's our father always insists that the pass rush is the most important part of a defense, and it looks like we're seeing that here as St. Stephen's has really not had enough pressure put on their quarterback. You know, Ragsdale's done a good job, but we need both sides of the ball to be both sides of the defense to be getting it in.
Looks like they're double team or maybe even triple teaming Young, and it's just giving holes for Ragsdale coming off that edge.
Weak tackle there by number 6. Is really, he just put his hands on him. Didn't wrap
Big hit from Jaco Castle.
Laid him out. You know, you love to see kind of contact like that. That's the kind of thing we want to see in the backfield, especially when we get men back there.
Yeah.
You know, the guys are arm tackling right now, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know, I know we're better than that.
Kibry's got. I mean, Willie has to wrap up there. I think a simple push won't do too much, especially if the running back's trying to get to the outside, and you're gonna have to provide something to them. Missed snap there from St. Stephen's, and good tackle there. I believe that's Bouchard. maybe Liam Brown, actually 55, coming off that edge. Still no score here midway through the second quarter. It's gonna be a
Approximately
slow
midway through
game.
the second quarter. We still do not have a clock, so unfortunately we're not able to give y'all time updates. But
Feels about halfway through.
yeah, I agree. This has been a very long drive for St. Stephen's.
A lot of run plays, not many timeouts. So
No. High snap there. Pass complete to number 8 for St. Stephen's.
missed
He
tackle.
breaks tackle, and the second one he is wrapped up and spun around to the ground.
I believe that's Cooper
Yeah.
Preston.
Gotta be. He's been a major factor on both sides of the ball in this game, picking up at
Yeah.
least 20 yards rushing and a couple tackles so far.
And when you're significantly stronger than the opposition, sometimes technique can just go out the window.
Most definitely.
And he's able to be effective by just grabbing them and throwing them to the ground. If it works, it works.
Drops back to pass again. Pass is
Looks like it's picked off by Roberto Bloodworth.
intercepted by Bloodworth, and the rest will confirm it. He's getting hype.
Wow.
Boys are getting hype, and wow, what a swing there.
I would love to see that one back. It looked like Bloodworth had no clue that the ball was coming to his side, and he comes down with the ball.
I didn't get a good look at that one, unfortunately, but wow. I mean,
Hammy.
what a swing there in one play.
But I believe that St. Stephen's still has the ball.
No, they've given it to Episcopal.
Now,
Oh, no.
they're lined
no.
up for a field
St.
goal.
Stephen's lined up for a field goal here. Although I do like our chances of blocking it.
I was going to say that because their kicker was actually making them in warm-up. So I think Parker Spence, he's going to get his kick blocked here.
Oh, blocked.
Brady Hopkins going to take
And
this one to the house. It just goes
Out of bounds.
out of bounds. And that kicker, Parker Spence, knocks to the ground, and Berto is fired up. Can we get the camera on him? He's bringing the whole energy for the whole team, and Spence was just brought down by about 5 guys on that kick attempt.
I sure hope he's okay.
Yeah,
He's able to get up and walk under his own power. Completely fine.
and he was
Going back to the sideline with a slight limp, but he looks like he'll be fine.
kicking into a sea of Episcopal defenders, and he actually seemed to have a pretty good leg on him during the warm-ups I watched. Was drilling field goals from that range with relative ease.
I mean, doesn't matter how good of a kicker you are if
He can't
no
get
one
any
blocks for you.
blockers. Yeah. See another look at this Episcopal offense. Number 22, Grant Lawton at the helm.
We're really going to need the O-lineman to come through here. Lawton's had
Yeah.
not a lot of time in the pocket, and
Here's
but
Bloodworth getting off the edge, and I think
he'll get some room. He's tackled out of bounds, though.
great tackle there from number 7,
Yeah.
Anthony Youngblood.
Jacob Castle lays a block in the secondary, and number 14 looks mad.
Jaco Castle, in his 3 years in this program, he's been a staple on this wide receiver room for the JV squad, and he's become a great blocker because of it. Sadly, not too many opportunities for receptions for him, but just because of a lack of quarterback play, but become a great blocker. We've seen that today. Cooper Preston with another short game, which will give the Maroon first down.
Thank you, Brendan.
Another first down for the Maroon here. Good to see the offense moving. You know, that's something that doesn't happen
Yeah.
every game.
I believe last year we were just so blessed to watch a functioning offense
Yeah, I mean,
on this JV squad.
Mosai Matthews and Levi Babin,
They just kept
and Darian Coates Cameron,
Yeah.
all
they kept it
contributors
moving.
on varsity now, especially Levi. I mean, he's really the engine of our offense.
once he gets very curious to see where he gets ranked in coming years, and he's a special talent that we have, and got to watch a great season from him last year on JV, and on to great things with this varsity squad.
Unfortunate there is no one really blocks for Preston. He's brought down for a loss of 1. Whistle blown. 4-minute warning from the ref.
Preston, as opposed to Bloodworth, is more of just a runner through contact. Doesn't really get to the outside, doesn't find a hole, just kind of
Here we go.
runs at
Bouchard
guys.
gets brought down.
Brought down
He
by
will
his
lose
waist.
A couple. That is Leonardo, or sorry,
Sure who made that
Luca
tackle.
Leonardo there, the man who previously got thrown out, or brought out of the game for his unsportsmanlike conduct. He's made his return, and looks like he learned his lesson. He didn't say anything after the tackle there. Nothing that I saw.
Third and a long shot here for the Maroon.
I'm sorry, Liz.
Lawton looking
Lawton
to
with
throw.
tons of time. He will choose to run. Picks up a couple of yards and gets hit. He fumbles, but whistle was blown prior.
It was down before. And number 64 on the St. Stephen's bench. He is fired up.
How about that?
And kid on the junior actually on the team who hasn't got much time today is fired up on their bench.
Hey, man, I'm sure he's a glue guy. You got to hope he's contributing something. Punt coming here for Paracchini. It's blocked. And is down at the Episcopal High School 40-yard line, approximately. St. Stephen's gearing up for another offensive drive here. We'll see what they can do. The score is still 0-0.
Looks like we've got a correction in the roster. Number 7 for St. Stephen's is actually Ethan Thompson, and number 2 is the quarterback is Anthony Youngblood, so that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I was going to say Ethan Thompson didn't look like a junior, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to sound wrong.
St. Stephen's back here on offense, and I think this game is going to be more about who's going to be the first to score. And hopefully it's us.
Something going on with the ref here.
Yeah.
They're waving their flags around. Not throwing them, just waving them.
Not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like this before. Really wide stances from a couple of the St. Stephen's O linemen.
Good quarterback
rush
pressure.
there.
Good defense
Wobbly
from
throw.
Parashini. Great coverage there from Parashini. Good recovery. Got burnt off the line, but was able to get back and cover. Second down for the Maroon.
Really like to see Episcopal's pass rush getting a good rep in there.
Yeah.
Sure, I think they've rushed 5 or 6 guys, but still, I mean, doesn't
Yeah.
matter how good the secondary plays if you get a sack.
Yeah.
Again, rushing 5 guys, maybe even 6. Forces the quarterback out of the pocket. Flag is down.
That's a good.
An incomplete pass, nearly intercepted by O'Castle, but just a great rep there from the defense.
And for an 8th grader, that was good movement, good throw on the run there from Youngblood. And or Thompson. I don't know what his name is.
I believe that's Anthony Youngblood.
Yeah, so Youngblood getting out the pocket, throwing the run. I mean, if he had a better receiver there, I believe that could have been.
Oh, the ball was high. If we're being honest, I mean, maybe he gets 2 hands on it, but
yeah,
you got to put that lower. I mean, he was wide open. Still, I mean, that's all you can really hope for from a JV quarterback.
The mean pass rush like the Maroon have, I mean, it's hard to do a lot with that, and it's 2nd and a mile here, so see what we can get.
Oh wow, yeah. I don't have a good look at the sticks from where I'm sitting, but you're not lying. Good rep for the pass rush, forces quarterback out of the pocket again. He will throw it away. Great rep from Hopkins.
Yeah.
A couple of chirps flying in from the stands. Something you like to see.
I think pack the bowl for these JV kids. I think it'll make a big difference. But
yeah, I remember.
It's a luxury we can't have.
I remember my JV year. It was the first game of the season versus St. Stephen's. That student section was nearly as big as some of the daytime varsity games.
Oh wow!
If not, I mean, it felt like there were a couple hundred people there. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I remember it was kind of a close game. Torque Yarnestead got a pick 6 right at the end. The whole stadium went crazy. I mean, wow, what a time to be alive. Screen pass here is
big
complete
tackle
for
there from Ragsdale.
Nearly 15 yards, if not more. Looks like St. Stephen's will set up for 4th and medium here. Oh, never mind, 4th and 10. Sorry, I miscalculated the amount of gain there.
Ragsdale looks gassed after that play, and get a nice long look at him.
I believe he wears 53 on both JV and varsity.
53 has to have some sort of significance for him.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt if it didn't. Knowing Ragu, I think he just likes the number on his helmet and his jersey to match.
Pretty unorthodox number there from him. And
no, 53 was actually my number on rec basketball when I was in the 4th grade, I believe.
They went up that high back then?
Oh, they let us pick any number.
Oh, wow.
From
as long as I played, we got a set of shirts 1 to 13.
I think it was 00 to 55.
Oh, wow.
My dad asked me, I was eating, I want to say, a bowl of Cheerios one morning. My dad comes in, hey, you need to pick your jersey for rec basketball. 53. Asked me why. Told him I didn't know. Just like the number.
It's a unique number.
Yeah, went on to wear like 15. I think I was a big Vince Carter fan in my middle school days. Yeah, just
good number, I guess.
Charles, you playing basketball again this year?
I believe so.
How about that?
Man, it's a rough way to end last year, but
yeah. What happened last year?
Got hurt.
Oh, that's too bad.
For St. Stephen's. Fortunate injury.
Tear ACL or what?
Nah, just a broken.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, because I remember you having the brace on.
Yeah, breaking the leg.
Drop back here. A little bit of pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. He was in the pocket. I'm surprised that's not an intentional grounding. There was no receiver anywhere near him. But
it's hard to call intentional grounding with JV level talent.
Yeah, that is a great point. But, you know, I'd like to see the refs enforcing the rules.
Yeah, it's true. Get it back to first down, and let's see what the Maroon can do with this.
Can never complain about them letting the boys play as long as it's evenly called.
Yeah. To be quite honest, I'm very happy about the lack of a whistle from the refs. Games like these where you could call a penalty on every play, but sometimes it's just better to let them go at it.
I believe there's maybe been one holding call in the entire game so far.
And that was
possibly a first for any JV game ever.
Yeah, that was a pretty blatant call, but it's tough weather to play in, tough weather to ref in, and
a tight package here for the D line as
Yeah.
Kavika switches to end.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
they bring him. They
running
bring
onto
him
the
in.
field.
They bring in. Looks like is it 50 John Terry?
I believe so.
They bring in Terry and Kibri into the inside, tighten him up, bring him into the A gap. Of course, it won't matter now because the timeout's been called, or that might be the end of the half.
Coach Brennan, I believe, called a timeout. Was visibly frustrated with something going on the Episcopal pre-snap group. Room will come back on the field. And I believe we're nearing closer and closer to halftime. Lawton working through the pocket.
Pass there, complete to Bloodworth. Tackle is completely missed, and he is wrapped up by Luca Leonardo there.
Yeah.
Got to grab the hold of his jersey. Poor form on the tackle, but he manages to force him out of bounds, which will stop the clock, actually. Very helpful for us. I mean, we'd have to make a very rapid advance here for
Yeah, and Lawton.
refs blow the whistle on the snap. That was a great snap, actually, by Kibri. And it
Halftime
will be
here.
halftime.
Bull.
I believe we've got about 10 minutes. We will score 0-0 going into the third quarter. We will see you in about 10 minutes.
Yo, Charlie.
Down bad. It did not land.
Jumping Jackson, not with football games. Let's go.
Here we go, Black. Go high school.
Check. Hello there, folks. We're back. This is Gus Gardino subbing in for our previous announcers. They'll be back shortly. Until then, we've got kickoff here from the Maroon. Still 0-0 at the start of this second half in the third quarter. And here's the kick for the Maroon. That one's straight out of bounds. And the Saints will take over here. So it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Saints as they get it going, and I'll be joined here by Thomas Sigler as we wait for our announcers to come back.
Just filling in here. I don't think they know the game has resumed yet, so you guys got a special guest appearance.
The real goats of sports media. Oh, and that snap over the head. 7 on St. Stephen's will come down with it. It'll be a loss of 10 yards, and that's what Coach Brennan and the Maroon love to see right off the bat after a bad snap. 2nd and way long here. It's going to be 2nd and about 30, 25.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of bad snaps out of both these teams so far in this game, so it's good to see it even out a little bit. Less on the Maroon side, more on the Saints side. Still scoreless here in this third quarter, interestingly.
Yeah, not a lot of action so far. A lot of turnovers, a lot of 3-and-outs here on both sides, and that's to be expected in a JV matchup. But
a keeper for the quarterback, and he'll take it to some open field, but get out of bounds before he gets a real big gain. A little anecdote about number 11 on St. Stephen's. People call him F7 because he bought himself his own F7 helmet. And I can't lie, he did put his drip on today. He did come showing out for a JV game, but buying yourself your own $200 helmet, maybe not the move.
Yeah, that's a bit OD, as they would say. But you got to do what you got to do for the drip.
Hey, look good, play good. You know what they say.
3 here. Roberto Bloodworth is going to be subbing in. Safety position.
I'm looking to see some play here from number 20, St. Stephen's Tommy Bellinger. I've heard a lot about him. I know he's a junior, so confused on why he's not.
Another bad snap there.
Another bad snap.
Oh, and that fumble is going to be recovered, and they're going to blow the whistle. It really did look like he fumbled. He wasn't down, but yeah, I think they're going to call it down right back, and it would be about 4th. What do you want to call it, 60?
4th and too much is what I'd say.
Huge loss there for the Saints, and they're going to have to punt it here.
I think I see our announcers on the horizon, so our time is running up.
Yeah. Be about 4th and around 50 here. I think that's
Not a crumb of urgency from our announcers. They clearly see that play is going on. It'll be a punt, but the punter can't quite get it off, so he'll try to keep it, hold away from the defender, and he'll fumble it on the 1-yard line.
That is going to be
Sally.
a turnover there after what seemed like a botched punt. The
Don't know if
punter-
that was on the long snapper Bishop Hart or the punter Parker Spence, but I mean,
Yeah, that
maybe the
that's
last
just
thing you want to see there if you're a St. Stephen's fan.
turnover here, and it'll be 1st and goal now for the Maroon. As they look to get their first touchdown of the game, both teams' first touchdown of the game, and get some points on the board at the start of this 3rd quarter.
Maroon need to capitalize right here, that's for certain.
Faux shizzle.
So we'll be seeing you guys later. Our commentators are coming right on back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
Shout out our interim commentators. And St. Stephen's gets the ball back. Maybe we should let Gus and Thomas have the mics back. Cause
Seemed like
a bad luck charm.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate. Hey, you know what? 2 fumbles in a row. Nothing stopping them from fumbling again. Could see it happening here.
That's a good point.
Grant Israel.
See if Maroon can indeed get the ball back.
Be great. High snap
And
here.
fumble.
Is recovered,
Safety.
but it'll be a safety here.
Safety.
And the Maroon will take a 2-0 lead.
And this might be the difference maker today.
Yeah, how about that? First
And
point.
they're fired up. I don't even know who. I think it was James Ragsdale. Last man get up.
They're all hitting Willie though.
Maybe it was. I think it was Willie.
How about that?
How about that? Might be the first time ever that this score has graced this scoreboard this late into a game.
Yeah, I mean a third quarter 2-0 game. You know, that's something you just don't see every day.
Yeah. We're going to see the safety punt as well. Let's get our first look at that.
3 consecutive fumbles. How about that?
All within the 10-yard line.
I can't imagine, we don't really have like the AWS stuff going on here, but I imagine in the NFL they have pulled up the statistics for that being well under 1/1000th of a percent.
In JV football, anything can happen.
I mean, yeah. If you don't like that, you don't like JV football.
Yeah, that's the best way you could possibly say it. Number 44 on St. Stephen's comes into the game. Haven't seen him yet.
Kick here coming. That's a boot.
I thought they had to punt after a safety.
I did too, but apparently that's not how it goes.
Jack Grace throws the kid to the floor.
Roberto
Roberto
breaks free. One man left to beat. One man left to beat.
Just the kicker.
Roberto.
He's going to take it back.
There's a flag down.
Touchdown.
Another flag down. It looks like Cooper Preston was talking smack to number 7 there. It's coming back, but wow, I mean, what a play.
Yeah, that has to be something on Jack Grace. Looks like the ref threw his hat. Indication. John Terry.
Flag is on John Terry, you said? So just to refresh your memory for the folks at home, in the last 4 plays we have seen a St. Stephen's fumble. I'm saying the last 4 plays. Yeah, then subsequently an Episcopal fumble on the 1-yard line. Then another St. Stephen's fumble that was recovered but tackled for a safety. And then a kickoff return touchdown by Roberto Bloodworth that was brought back.
And this might be another touchdown right here.
Good
Nice
run by
run.
Preston. He picks up about 10.
That's his best run all day.
Yeah. And contact has not phased him.
At all.
He's balling.
Him or Grant Lawton. Both of them just kind of running at
Speaking
the
of
first
kind of
body
running,
they
we've
see.
got Worth Kelly now rounding the end zone as he's getting some cross-country reps in.
I think he might have done. I think he's might have done every sport here at Episcopal. Worth Kelly. I don't even think he's in cross country anymore, but running for pleasure, I guess.
No, he is.
Oh, he's back on the
He's
cross
back on
country
the
team.
cross-country squad, unless I'm mistaken. I feel like that's something I should know. His signature's on the poster in Mr. Potter's room, so.
Maybe.
Now he's coming through the booth. We'll see if he gives me a high five. Gives me a nod and a fist bump, and still repping his Carolina gear despite the recent, choke loss to Duke.
Yeah.
Lawton here takes the snap. Handoff to, looks like that's Willie, and he will be brought down for a loss. About 5.
Yeah, and didn't really see any sort of hole for him to possibly run through, and offensive line's got to do a better job. We saw Jay Sigler at halftime go off, and he's done for the day. He believed he's going to get an X-ray on his hand.
Injury to the thumb, or the thumb joint.
Yeah, that's definitely tough to stick out. But maybe he'll just play with a club on his hand for the rest of the year. It'd be pretty cool to see. Lawton going deep.
Crazy toss there.
Jacob Castle! Oh my God!
The student the fans are banging on their heads. The student section's wild.
Oh!
I think if you listened really closely, you can maybe hear someone say, and I quote, "You got head topped, stupid."
That might be the best play of his life.
Wow.
What a throw from Lawton, and Way to just go up with it. Just pulled it right from the DB.
Someone signed that, man. You know, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you don't like that, you don't like JV football.
Yeah.
Handoff here to Preston. He will pick up good yards and roll out of the tackle.
We might have just saw the worst 5-play swing in football history, and then we see this. It's a great drive put together by Coach Brennan's JV squad right now. Half of them have no decals on their helmets, but that's okay. That's what makes JV football what it is. And Henry Cunningham.
Wow.
Good chance.
Berto. He will get taken out of bounds after a first down and more. Episcopal's just been driving. I mean, really. They've Episcopal here for 1st and 10 on what looks like about the 13-yard line.
Yeah. Another red zone opportunity, and hopefully we can score this one with some sort of ease. Low snap there. Handled well by Lawton. And handed off to Preston, who...
Preston looked like he was about to take a couple-yard loss there, but he fought through the contact to make it back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe just 1 yard short.
And now number 55, William Brown, comes to take off Augie Albers, and these kids are cramping and just...
They're leaving it all out on the field.
Yeah. Putting their body on the line for something really good. Fumble there from Maroon, recovered by...
Whistle's blown.
Recovered by Liam Brown, fumbled again, and recovered by Brady Hopkins, and then they blow the whistle.
Boys, put together a great drive here. You'd hate to see it go away like this.
3rd and 10, once again for 3rd and 12 is the call. Once again for the Maroon, and another red zone look. Let's see what we can make out of it. I can't believe that they don't have anyone on this team they can trust to just even try to kick the ball.
I mean, you know, even back in my day, we had guys like Charlie Wilhelm and James Johnson.
Yeah.
Not even guys who joined the team as kickers, but stepped up into that role. And James Johnson, now the kicker for the varsity squad.
I thought they weren't going to post it.
It all started on JV his sophomore year.
Yeah. As Lawton picks up gain of 7, the Maroon might not even need to go for a 3, and hopefully they can convert here on this 4th down.
Let's go, Black! Need this one!
The student section's getting
Line.
loud now.
Throws
Ooh.
one up, and that is...
It'll be picked in the end zone. Touchback for St. Stephen's.
That was probably the worst case scenario.
That's just, you know, it's unfortunate.
And a good IQ, I guess, from number 15, Grant Israel, to just stay there. So if he comes out, that was the only possible way, besides a sack, for St. Stephen's to gain better field position. And they got it. And as we go into this 4th quarter, we're going to switch sides of the field once again. And
It's at this point in the broadcast that I'd like to thank our crew. Got Brennan Mahoney running the show. Tate Donaldson down there on camera 2. And I believe Timmy Albers up on top of the box, the wide angle.
Going Gus Scardino on graphics. Doing a great job today. Keeping track of time, yardage, and no one else wants to do that. Who's the first half cameras? The Blake and Hammy?
Yeah, Blake Green up top and Hemi Sloan down below.
Jay Sigler has returned to the sideline with no jersey, no pads. He's in street clothes.
Glad he's
Seems
out there
to be
supporting
okay.
his boys, though.
Yeah, and the way he made it seem is that this x-ray was super urgent.
Hey, I mean, bum injuries are no joke, man.
I believe it, but
he looks pretty happy.
he was excited to get back to that locker room and take off the pads. High snap.
Snap goes high. And
Maroon down back on their 5. Or 6. St. Stephen's down on their 6. Berto Bloodworth goes in on defense for O'Castle. Worth Kelly still making trips around the ball.
just a dedicated athlete, really. I had the pleasure of lining up alongside him on the defensive line for a couple of years. Wow, about 4 or 5 guys missed that tackle in the backfield.
And number 7 is out. Berto Bloodworth, the only man left, pushed him out of bounds.
I mean, that just can't happen, really. You know, Episcopal goes from having a
2 and 22.
Uh-oh. Flag is down. Holding on the offense. This play will come back. I mean, wow.
That's a
talk about a huge penalty. And for St. Stephen's, that really kills any hope they might have had. I mean, you know, maybe it'll light a fire under the guys, but they don't look very fired up right now.
And I think in games like this, these kind of slow, long games, I always feel for the guys standing up on the bench. Want to give them a little praise. Shout out my guy, number 25, Drew Littlejohn. Talked to him before the game, and he was excited. He said, "My grandparents are watching." So hi, Mr. and Mrs. Littlejohn. And I believe that's it. Just wanted to give him a shout out.
Oh, wow.
Tip pass. Good pressure there from Bouchard.
He nearly got in there. That would have been sweet. Jack
electric was that?
Jones-esque.
Yeah.
You know that one play where he...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow.
I believe Worth Kelly has made his final trip around the ball, and he's done for the day.
You know, looking around right now, I realize we've got some JV legends in the stands. Of course, I already mentioned Gus Scardino, former center for the 2021 JV football team. We've got Hammy Sloan. I believe he played left tackle for the JV squad. Henry Cunningham, a former linebacker for the JV football team of 2021. And Worth Kelly, a 21 and 22 offensive and defensive lineman for the JV squad. Of course, it's me as well. I lined up alongside Worth Kelly on both of those teams, and along with the rest of these guys, just a bunch of phenomenal players.
Yeah, and I don't have too many regrets about my time here at Episcopal, but not playing JV.
Wow, what a pass. It's brought down by Roberto after a gain of about
11,
25, maybe 30.
He's wearing a lot of accessories, and to this point, his play has not matched the attention to detail and what he puts on his jersey, but it's good play. Can't say anything about it.
That'd be a score got me probably. You know, score got me. 4 to 5 would definitely. 4 to 3.
Another snap here. Hand it off to number 7.
He'll be brought down just about at the line to gain. 0-yard gain there. Really need to stop here if you're the Maroon. I mean, it just looks like their guys are getting tired.
Our defensive line breathing pretty hard. Here's a nice look at them, and it's great to have this new camera set up where we can get nice up close and personal without the restrictions of wires.
Definitely. Big pass rush here. It's 2 men break free. Wide open is number 10, and he drops it. It's unfortunate.
That could have been a pretty big play for the
Landon Scott,
Stevens.
the freshman. You got to expect he'll be beating himself up over that one.
Yeah. Hasn't had too much action today, but that could have been one. It's one he definitely wants back.
Yeah. But third and 10 here for St. Stephen's. We'll see how they line up. Got number 11 out wide on an island with number 24 for Episcopal, that is Pierce Parashini guarding him. Along with that, they've got a heavy set, bringing in at least one tight end, maybe two.
Good pass rush there from Hopkins.
Pitch there is ruled a forward pass and incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10 here.
And Youngblood is out there seeing stars. He gets up trying to shake it off.
You know, for being an 8th grader, he's done a great job this game.
Yeah.
And
It's a block PAT all the way back. Yeah. Oh yeah, we tied too.
a couple of guys up here in the booth are talking about the absurdity of this score. I mean, 2-0 is just something you really don't see every day, especially in a JV game.
Yeah. Just the way it happened is all the more interesting. We have not seen an offensive play result, really anything, besides Jaco Castle's big catch.
Yeah,
probably the biggest play we've seen all day from either team.
definitely. Oh no, that recent catch by number 11 was spectacular.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But it only got them so far, and I believe St. Stephen's will come out in their punt formation. I feel like both teams,
I don't think they will. No, they're going for it. How about that?
I saw the punter come on early, and they sent him back to the sideline, and they're just going to let Youngblood rock.
They've got 3 receivers lined up on the left side.
Yeah.
Interesting stagger there. They've got one man lined up just a yard off, one man lined up 2 yards off.
Oh, that's a false start.
False start on both sides, though.
It's got to be on the offense. Number 11 looked a little too pretty out there.
Brennan's fuming right now, and I can't blame him. I mean, both sides stepped off, but for some reason the penalty was on Episcopal. It'll be a 4th and 5 here, which much different vibe.
And to me, it was the most blatant one was number 11 on the far side of the field.
Yeah, he even thought that he was the reason for the penalty.
Oh,
big toss there to number 11.
Number 11.
He catches it for a gain of 40.
And there is no way that just happened. But it's JV football, so that's your explanation today. It's the clock near 6 o'clock. We're going to see a couple guys start to trickle in to watch this squad. JV soccer, cheering on their friends here.
Where's varsity football practicing today?
I have no clue. They might have
Might be
left.
at St. James.
Yeah.
Handoff there to number 7. And he will be brought down in the backfield.
My undershirt.
Seen a lot of shirt and jersey tackling today.
Yeah.
It's not pretty, but gets the job done.
John Terry's cleat fell off, and there's a nice intimate look I'm struggling to put that one on.
Still first.
Second and about 15. Snap down, Youngblood trying to make something happen and brought down by two guys, B hopping. Cooper pressing. Makes it third and a bit longer. Third and about 15, 16 yards. Youngblood's trying to fire up his bench, and
That does not go very well for him.
to no avail.
Yeah.
This Youngblood realized he actually has to limp back onto this field.
They're warming up the kicker there on the sideline. Interesting choice based off of how their last PAT attempt went, but
Being a designated kicker on a JV squad might be one of the more interesting things we've seen, but I believe St. Stephen's actually has a pretty talented kicker for their varsity squad.
yeah, I believe he's committed to Virginia Tech, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is pretty impressive considering his position. Youngblood, nice ball. His favorite target, number 10, could not come down with it. Per usual.
Yet again, that is Landon Scott. I'm sure he's like to had a couple of these back. And
To be quite honest, we're looking at a scenario where this game could end 3-2.
it's fourth down. They're not bringing the kicker in, so I don't think they.
Have
It's not
no-
necessarily they don't trust his leg. I don't believe they trust their blockers enough to
Yeah.
bring him onto the field. I mean, for those of you that didn't see the first play, I believe every single player got between the blockers, and
Yeah.
it was just an impossible play. For the 16 here,
Fourth
Youngblood
and
drops
mile.
back, launches it to number 11, and he's open. He'll catch it.
He's short of the first down, I believe.
No, he's got it. He's got it by 2 or 3
My
yards.
depth perception is a bit off.
Wow. I mean, failing to come through for the third time on a big play allowed number 11 to.
And we're going to get a first down.
Wow.
First and goal for the Saints. 3-2 is a very real possibility, folks, and I don't think that one's ever been seen. And I believe this game is shaping up to have possibly the funniest scoreline of all time, regardless of what happens. Snap to Youngblood.
He rolls
Gets
out. He'll throw it out of bounds. Second and goal here.
53 struck some fear in his heart. Ragu surely had
James
some words for
Ragu
Youngblood.
Ragsdale.
Don't do it for JV.
Now that's a man you don't take lightly.
No, I don't control that sport. You know what I mean? Like the time. I mean, usually we would for a normal football game, but since they're not having that day.
2-0 as this fourth quarter is winding down. We're seeing a lot of guys just kind of stick around and just see how this one's going to unfold.
I'd like to get a time update from the refs, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, there's no chance we get one of those.
I wonder if we'll storm the field if we win this one. I believe we will. I mean, JV tradition. In the backfield here,
Big
number 7
tackle
catches
from
the
John Terry.
Cooper Preston with the initial contact there.
Nice wrap tackle from John Terry.
Yeah. Good job gang tackling by the team. I'm sure they've been taught that by Pierce Brennan.
Yeah.
Coach Pierce Brennan.
Number 7 is down. He's probably been the best player for St. Stephen's all day.
I don't know. I mean, number 11 really hadn't done anything outside of this drive, but he has had a spectacular drive, catching multiple passes over 30 yards.
And yeah, number 11, along with plenty of other members on the St. Stephen's squad, is keeping a pretty clean white jersey. So, love to see him. Or just, it's good to see him get involved. So,
It's nice and chilly out here. The breeze picked up, but
yeah. F7 gets up on.
He's limping off, though. I don't expect
Yeah.
he'll return. It's unfortunate.
It's late in this game, and his coaches will help him off.
No matter what team you're on, you hate to see players go down to injuries like that, especially at this point
Especially
in
at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's the worst. And I think now with their favorite target off the field, I think a field goal attempt is a little bit more likely.
Yeah, they've got number 11 out wide here yet again. Pierce Paracchini on the coverage. I expect he'll go to him. Look to see a rollout left here from Youngblood. Remind, he stays in the pocket, stands and delivers to number 10, Landon Scott. Tackle's missed by Willie, and he is brought down at the 1 yard line. It'll be fourth to goal at the 1. Episcopal leading by 2. Episcopal leading by 2 here in the fourth quarter.
Regardless how this one finishes out. Soccer team finishing up practice and providing some much needed fan support. Although it's late. Biggest play of the game here.
Drops back. Looks for number 11. And he dropped it! He dropped it! Go over the flag, but he won't find it.
Pierce Berashini. And this is what JV football is all about.
If you don't like that, you don't like JV football.
That is what JV football is all about.
Good, dude.
Pierce Berashini. Great stop.
Episcopal now with the ball on the 1 and in an equally dangerous position, arguably. We've already seen a safety in that end zone here in the third quarter from St. Stephen's. And they're given the opportunity to tie the game here. Whistles are blown. Timeout called for St. Stephen's.
I would love to get an update on time. But we shall see how things play out. This has got to be the last stand, though. I think we've just seen a great tactical game played by Coach Pierce Brennan, and knowing our offense isn't as strong, played a great defensive game. We're close to the end. Lawton under center. Needs to take care of the ball here.
Hand off to Preston.
Is that a safety? There is no way.
Oh, my God.
There is no way.
I've never seen anything like this before. The score's now 2-2.
And there's a flag. It's got to be an excessive celebration, but number 67, Ethan Reynolds, the freshman. That's got to be a great feeling. But I can't even imagine going home tonight and telling your mom, we just tied our football game 2-2. This is a moment for the books.
Quote from cameraman Timmy Albers. This is the worst game I've ever seen in my life, and you know, I'd have to say I disagree personally. I found it really thrilling, but it's one way to look at it.
Riveting matchup here. The whole things are heating up in the back. Now, chaos in Hummel Ball.
Another save.
Chaos in Alexandria.
We'll see
You know,
the
I mean,
safety
this-
punt.
Sorry.
We'll see the safety punt here now, or kick, whatever. First kick, I believe, from Episcopal since the end of the half, and I believe we have Kibri on the kick today.
You know, we have yet to see a touchdown, and yet I still believe this game will be an instant classic from the JV lineup.
Can't imagine Miss Fitz having to
Could
type
already-
in the score to the website today and say, JV finished 2-2.
Hey, I mean, the game is not over yet. Great kick by Kibri. It'll stay in bounds, and it will. I don't know why he fielded that. Oh, but maybe he'll be able to make something out of it.
Wow.
Jaco Castle wraps up but doesn't bring him down.
Drew Littlejohn with the tackle.
Insane flop there by 15 it looked, or 13 it looked like. Although he might have been pushed, it looked like he jumped. Nobody really knows for sure, but a flag is down, and I believe it'll be on Episcopal.
And number 13 is fired up. It's the coolest game I think I've ever been a part of. And if you're watching right now, I don't believe there's many of you, but if you're watching right now, follow the Instagram, ehs.live. Post great updates, great insights to our team.
Drop back
Youngblood.
pass here from Youngblood.
He's
Number
going
11.
deep! Oh!
He drops it yet again. Another play by Parashini. How about that? A flag is down as well.
There was undoubtedly pass interference on that play.
I believe they're calling it a push.
I don't know what side, but there was something.
It was a great ball tracking by Parashini there.
Oh my goodness.
Come on! Did you say sticks?
Getting insight from our St. Stephen's insider Thomas Sigler that number 11 has bought himself a Schutt F7 helmet for his JV season.
You know, I mean, hey, they always say to bet on yourself, and I guess that's what he's doing.
And those helmets
got,
do cost $500.
Along with that, he's got the high sock look going with the red Air Jordan 1 cleats.
With matching pink gloves, pink towel, and
You know, you'd like to see a little bit more color coordination between the cleats and the gloves. The red and the pink just don't really do it for me. Caught by number 10 here on an out route. That's nearly lit up by, I believe that was B-Hop. Although he kind of just ended up flying over him. It'll be first and goal here now for the Saints.
And we're watching a dangerous game here today.
I need a.
And Youngblood making a wonderful last minute effort, last minute drive. We thought this game was over with a big stop and fourth down at the 1, and oh my, have things have changed.
Youngblood hands it off. And number 7,
He
will
comes
take it
back.
into the end zone, and he will score.
I can't believe what I've seen today.
Score is now 8-2, St. Stephen's.
I think it is.
And to be quite honest, Duke, they called it back.
Wow.
Are you kidding? There we go, ref. What is it? Are you serious?
this play might be coming back. The scoreboard still displays 8-2, but you know, the refs are sending some mixed signals here.
Has not been.
Yeah, the call actually on the field was excessive celebration. The touchdown will stand, but the 2-point conversion. Oh, the 2-point conversion will not be pushed back.
And I'm a little bit frustrated that we haven't got to look at the kicker once again. I think once they saw how the Maroon got through their block, they didn't want to go back to that.
Youngblood drops back to pass, and it will be far above the head of number 10.
8-2 the score now. How crazy would it be a kickoff return for a touchdown would be?
I mean, we've seen Berto do it before, and unfortunately it was called back, but.
And Drew Littlejohn, number 25, seems to be in his own world. Maybe he's just 2 steps ahead of everyone else.
Anything's possible.
JV IEC football, I'd say that's it's 4-2. 4-2. 10-8. 4-2 is harder than 5-6. Just think of safeties.
Let's see what we get here.
Long
Nice
kick there.
Kick. Bloodworth gonna pick this one up. Let's see what we can get.
He picks up some speed. Oh, but he'd be forced out of bounds. You know, if you're Roberto there, you know they're really not going to be able to tackle you unless they get multiple guys on you. You got to try to make a play in the middle of the field. But fortunately, he gets forced out of bounds. But picks up what he can. Episcopal will get to work from their own 35.
Lawton throws to Bloodworth. And he's brought down by Luca Leonardo.
We'll see where the ref spots the ball there, as he was tackled nearly 5 yards back of where he seemed to stop his forward progress.
And if it would have been up to me, this game would have been over back when it was 2-0. Seemed like it had been the 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's been
up for the quarter, but this quarter's dragged on for a while.
Quarter.
Sucks to be facing a loss here, but Lawton can make himself a legend if he can bring this one back. Anything is possible, and we've seen that today.
Here we go. Tons of time in the pocket for Lawton. He will look for Brady Hopkins, and it will be picked off. Number 13 for St. Stephen's. He will take it out of bounds, avoiding contact.
And that was a very well-thrown ball from Lawton. And Hopkins was not looking for the ball at all. And with that play, game's over. Maroon fall 2-0-2. What a game. I'm Charles Fisher, joined with Duke Shackelford. See you guys next time. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.